A few seconds after the birth of these twins, doctors uncovered a one-in-a-million secret. When Kerry first found out she was pregnant, she was overjoyed and ready to embrace motherhood. Like most modern parents, she regularly visited the doctor for prenatal checkups. When she and her partner learned they were expecting twins, they were thrilled. After the initial shock wore off, they realized they were truly blessed with a double portion. The doctors also gave them advice on the special precautions to take, as pregnancies with multiple babies require extra care. Aside from that, the pregnancy progressed smoothly, and Kerry remained healthy and in good spirits. At home, they started preparing for the arrival of their twins. They anticipated double the joy, but also double the work. Getting 2 sets of everything ready became part of their daily routine. At this point, they were still waiting to learn the babies' genders. They had no strong preference, just a hope that the twins would be healthy. Sometimes, you go for an ultrasound expecting to learn the gender, only to find that the babies are being elusive. With twins, they can easily hide behind each other, making it more difficult to determine the gender. After some effort and maneuvering, the doctors finally revealed that the couple was expecting twin boys. In this case, the twins were fraternal, meaning they developed from separate fertilized eggs and would look genetically distinct from one another. Although it was established that both babies were boys, fraternal twins can differ in appearance and other traits. While waiting for the birth of your baby or babies, you often speculate about how they'll look. You wonder if they'll resemble the mother or the father. Sometimes children even resemble one of their grandparents. With twins, you might wonder if they'll look alike or if they'll have the same eye color. This guessing game adds to the anticipation as you patiently wait for the 9 months to pass until the actual birth. Although modern ultrasounds have improved greatly, some details remain hidden from parents. Although there were no serious problems during the pregnancy, the boys were born 4 weeks prematurely at James Cook University Hospital in Middlesbrough, England, on July 23, 2006. Leighton was the firstborn, weighing in at 6.4 pounds, followed by his brother Caden, who was born 20 minutes later at a slightly higher weight of 6.9 pounds. Both boys were healthy, but seconds after Caden was born, the doctors noticed something that left them a bit puzzled. When a doctor notices something in a baby that is different but does not pose any medical risk, they may choose not to make a big fuss, especially if it is outside their area of expertise. They decided not to emphasize their surprising discovery. If the parents wanted, they could consult a specialist later. Meanwhile, the parents of Leighton and Caden also noticed a slight yet strange difference between the 2 boys. However, for them, the most important aspect was that the boys were healthy, even after being born prematurely. They had so much to be thankful for that they decided to focus on the positive. Society often tells us to celebrate being different, yet being different can bring judgment or ridicule to the individual with any traits considered outside the ordinary. It's not only the affected person who deals with people's opinions, but also their family, which often experiences heartache and pain due to insensitive reactions. Kerry, the mother of these extraordinary twins, had her own struggles growing up. People would say hurtful things about her parents, and as she got older, these remarks affected her confidence. Over time, she learned to cope with it, which made her even more mindful of her boys. With one of her parents being English and the other Nigerian, Kerry's unique genetic background resulted in her son Caden looking more like her, while her older son, Leighton, resembled his father. Initially, the difference that the doctors noticed wasn't very obvious. However, as time passed, the distinction between the 2 boys became more apparent. By the 3rd month, the difference was so clear that there was no doubt about the doctor's 1-in-a-million discovery. When the parents and their twins went for walks, people would point, stare, and make inappropriate comments. Some even approached the couple to ask why their babies looked so distinctly different. Some people didn't believe the parents when they said the boys were twins. People often expect twins to have similar personalities, but the opposite was true for Leighton and Caden. Even as infants, their unique personalities were clear, and their physical appearances continued to change. The Richardson twins truly became 2 in a million with their own distinctive genetic codes. looking vastly different. Considering Kerry's mixed heritage, each of her eggs contained a blend of genetic traits. Since fraternal twins develop from two separate eggs, they share only 50% of the same genes. The day the twins were born, Kerry fondly remembered her thoughts about prenatal scans. Doctors can reveal a few facts about the children you're expecting, such as gender, and most of the time they're accurate. They can detect some health conditions and deformities before birth, preparing parents for the way forward and possible challenges. However, they cannot always predict unique genetic traits that can profoundly impact a family. So, what was the secret the doctors discovered? The boy's father was white, and as time passed, Caven's complexion gradually darkened while Leighton's, in contrast, became fairer. In essence, the twins were born with different skin colors despite having the same parents. How could such a unique occurrence happen? The genetic codes of people born to parents with different ethnic backgrounds can sometimes allow for siblings with both light and darker skin tones. What began as a slight difference in skin tone eventually became a noticeable contrast. When the parents told strangers that the boys were twins, many initially thought it was a joke. Once they realized the parents were serious, they often shook their heads in disbelief, assuming there was some hidden secret. Due to people's reactions, Kerry and her partner were concerned about their boys' future experiences in school. They knew others would notice the difference between the boys and might feel uneasy asking questions. Kerry loves her sons equally, no matter how different they look. To her, they are simply her children. While their genetic makeup may be a 1 in a million occurrence, her focus is on raising them well and shielding them from the harshness of the world. She hopes her sons will grow up to be men of integrity and wisdom. To the casual observer, these boys may seem like best friends, but they are, in fact, blood brothers. One can only hope that as they grow and go to school, they will be treated with respect and understanding, and that no one will question the truth of their family. I'm really keen to know your thoughts on this story, so please don't hesitate to share your insights in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and found it engaging, I invite you to subscribe to our channel for more similar content. Feel free to share this video. Take good care of yourselves, and I'm excited to connect with you in our future videos.